All right, so let's talk about why your perceived autoimmune condition actually isn't an autoimmune condition. So, the word autoimmune is way overused in medicine today. They consider basically anything that's caused by inflammation to be an autoimmune disease. And that makes you think that your body is the one that's doing the damage rather than potentially what you've put into your body. So let's talk about what autoimmune actually is. Autoimmune is a very specific diagnosis where they do a biopsy and they find T cells in healthy tissue. So, what is more than likely happening is a couple different things. Your body is in a constant state of inflammation, and that causes a lot of processes to happen. And they basically, if you're not managing that inflammation correctly, then your tissue can become attacked, therefore mimicking what autoimmune actually does. So there's a couple reasons for this, right? So inflammation is a cascade, it is a cycle that helps you heal. It is not your body attacking itself. So the body recognizes a foreign invader and then creates the inflammation response. The T cells, they happen much later after the initial inflammation cycle starts. Therefore, it is not actually due to the T cells themselves because they're not being recruited until much later in the inflammation cycle. So here's a couple different things. Heavy metals inside your body can cause inflammation constantly. The shot that a lot of people got, the studies show that it causes your cells to leak cytokines, which is basically the start of the inflammation cycle. So if you have cells that are constantly leaking these inflammatory signalers, it's going to look like autoimmune. But just be aware that autoimmune is a very specific thing. And if your doctor has not done a biopsy and found T cells in healthy tissue, then it's really just inflammation that you're dealing with. And you need to find the source of that inflammation because what happens in an overinflamed body is three or four different things happen that create stiffness, pain, redness, swelling, all sorts of things that are basically all being mislabeled as autoimmune. Follow me.